Lunch, I guess.
They're back way.
That one gets stone rings.
He's building.
Can we take some photos, Mom?
Today and this little ball was put together form around it under the table. Yeah, sorry. Oh yeah.
You're going to fly, you have things like that, pretty soon. But no.
I feel like you get that feeling a little bit anyway. A menos que pagamos los 50
That's what tactics you got for. Anything like a 12.
Yeah. They don't move very fast, do they?
No.
But they've got a certain type of memory. So elephants,
Just like a new quarter stuff.
elephants are great, but they can recognise up to 60 different faces.
Fun fact.
No problem.
Just you're going to go down there.
Thank you guys.
That's all right. Just so you guys know, I'm not saying this just to be smart.
Yeah, right.
Do we want to cut through this way maybe? If you're not ready, are we going to cross the CM?
I reckon that's good.
Isn't it at 1:15?
7 hours. The salt water
Camera in here. There he is. Okay. Can you see that one?
Okay, there's 7. There's 1, 2 there, 3, 4, 5. No! Oh, there's another one. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
Stay there looking. I'm going to try and get a photo of the coffee in the background. He's a big one.
Booted through the just fucking scuttled through to the roof area.
No, they're at the end.
Oh no, well they will be soon. You're just looking, going, oh yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'd say that was too sharp, mate. I wouldn't trust it. That'd be all sorts of trouble. See the little baby.
No, this is really important. The dad gets to start.
Luckily, nobody else wants to do it.
No one else.
Yeah.
I got to get in this guy's mouth. He sneezed all over it. Now he's sitting on the back. Oh God Almighty.
When we come out.
Yeah. She might still be there.
The amount of cars here is not too bad.
Yeah.
que no les dé otra comida que no sea, que si lo va a alimentar, no le quite la comida porque se vuelven agresivos. Este no es cuaca. ¿Qué animal? ¿Una ardilla?
Cuaca, cuaca.
Parece una ardilla.
Cuaca, cuaca, cuaca.
No es una ardilla. Pero parece.
Cuaca, cuaca.
Me parecen a las ardillas, ¿cierto?
Yeah, yeah.
Because we all like them, they have when they're born, they give you they have a competition to see what name.
Sí, que name them, yeah.
Like we've always appreciated it, but I'm walking around here thinking, wow, the hockey's been pretty good, really.
Okay, good. I'm glad someone. I looked around to see if anyone else saw
I
it.
hope you got that video.
I didn't. Did you?
No.
Saying most of myself, but every once in a while chirp in. Yeah. And then Carmel's WhatsApp and Carmel a minute ago. Well, she's got grandkids. So that's not so good. But Tom, Uncle Tom, got some muscles with your legs just active. Yeah, I got you. You have to pay anyway. Okay, where are we going now, guys?
Get me? Gotcha. All right. You're covered. You're covered, man.
One more.
I got him not doing anything.
Oh, one more, one
Okay,
more.
okay, sorry. Beautiful. You can go head
Did it,
first
mate.
now. Head first.
First. Yeah, okay.
Do it. Do it. Hang on.
Get my nugget.
Okay. I'm pushing the wrong button, clearly. Okay, ready? Make your nasty face. There you go. You're good. Let's go.
What? Just for the kids. I just got my picture taken with that guy over there.
It's yeah, it just looks like where they would be. I'm more interested in
I can imagine that. That is very realistic.
It'll be so good. Okay?
You see the elephant yet?
No. I can see it makes me so hot.
You want it?
No.
Bye.
I know where I'd be going if I was him, or where the water is. I think
Various collection points around the zoo, so start making that positive change today.
And don't forget to continue your conservation efforts outside of the zoo as well. We're always collecting and recycling your empties.
And hey, if our birds can do it, so can we. Ladies and gentlemen, Kino and Jara!
Priscilla always puts me in such a good mood, and you look like you're in a good mood too. And when we're in a good mood, we like to give away free stuff. But does anyone here actually like free stuff?
Beautiful, we got 2 hands up in the air and everything. Alright, so, some of us like free stuff. But we should know, nothing in this world is truly free. It's only fitting, we are at a zoo, so we're going to have ourselves a little animal impersonation contest.
Ooh, I like the sound of that, but we do have a good sized crowd today, so I think we should give away 2 prizes.
Yes.
So how about we split the proposition in 2?
Yes, I'm not good at math. I always do this wrong. I feel like I'm gonna go very concentrated. We're gonna go from the end of this statue now. Is a little something we like to call here at Australia Zoo. It's a good old fashioned cracker. How it works is group number 1, and including this staircase here. This is my group 2. We are now in competition with group number 2. Okay? All we have to do on the count of 3 is yell crikey as loud as we can, okay? Because group number 2, they are going to hear us and then they're going to try and beat us. So we got to set that bar high.
Try. Maybe a little bit more than try, but I do think that we will be a bit biased.
Yes.
So we should pick a judge, it's only fair.
Yes.
Looking up into our undercover section, does anyone want to be a judge today? Perfect, your hand went straight up, in the back, in the car keys. Your job is very easy today. Now all you have to do is listen in and pick the loudest side.
Loudest sound.
Group number 2.
Okay? Okay,
All right.
don't be biased. Alright, group number 1. Check it out. We know what to do. On the count of 3, jump out of your seats if you want to, but no matter what, yell crikey as loud as you can for Steve Irwin on 3, 2, 1. Oh!
That's pretty good.
That was good! Okay, now we don't say anything at all, we be quiet.
scared or what. That is totally a good story. Exactly right. If a snake is feeling cornered or threatened, the only way they can protect themselves is to bite. So it makes sense to hear most people are bitten while trying to catch, or even worse, kill a snake. Fortunately for us though, first aid for an Australian snake bite is actually very simple and quite effective. So if you or one of your mates was ever unlucky enough to be bitten by a snake, it's actually one really important item that you can carry with you. That's a compression bandage. Most of our Australian snakes... I'm sorry. Yeah. Should I get a little no? I don't know. What do we do? Hang you out. Dad! I'm gonna be really weird and take my hat off. Trust the process. Darren! Jazz! Yeah, there you go. Yeah, oh. I mean, she definitely delivered it, am I right? Thanks, guys. What an absolute character. I love that one so much. Total stitch up, but that's not going to pain you out, but I found your bandage, Tiara. This is it. They're shaking themselves out to dry. Now, Irwin and Scuba are two of 5 species of cormorants to call Australia home. So if you guys go around our waterways, you might be lucky enough to catch some of Irwin and Scuba's friends. Now, these birds are perfectly designed for in the water, but there are some birds who like to wade through the shallows. So our next bird will be making his grand entrance from outside the Coccoseum today. Now, these birds are aquatic predators, but they do fly at the highest of altitudes. Now, these birds can have up to a 2-meter wingspan in length, and they are our stunning locals of the north. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can recognize to the big screen, we are about to be joined by Douglas. Hey, buddy! Good job. Let's give him a round of applause. Now, Douglas here is a jabiru, or more commonly known as a black-necked stork. Now, those long legs may look funny to you, but let's check him out as he enters the water. He's going to use those long, skinny legs to keep his body high and dry while he catches his prey item. He's going to use that step-like precision to stab at and catch his prey. Prey items he's going after are things like any small fish, small reptiles, eels, and even juvenile crocodiles. My favourite fact about these birds is they are sexually dimorphic. So this is just a fancy way of saying you can tell the males and females apart just by looking at them. So if you had a look at Doug, you'll notice he has these nice light brown eyes. That means he's a boy. Where the female has these bright yellow eyes, and that means they are a girl. Now you can check this out for yourselves. If you head on down to wetlands, you can see our resident pair, JJ and Juliet. Now our water birds I have shown you today, they do rely heavily on our waterways for their survival. So it's so important for us to play our part by binning our rubbish, keeping our waterways clean and clear of pollution for generations to come. Now I'm going to take you guys from, grab this one, just get Doug's bucket out of the way for our nap. We are going to be doing a bit of a training session today. Is everyone okay with that? You guys are happy to help me out today? Yeah, cool, love it. Alright, I'll bring her out here, everyone. This is Lily, and she is our beautiful red-tailed black cockatoo. Hi, Lily! Now she's our newest member here at the Coccoseum, and she is the smallest, but she definitely makes up for it with that cheeky personality. Now, not only can Lily fly in the middle, she's also going to fly from point to point. And on top of that, we're also trying to get her to fly from person to person. So this is where I'm going to need your help out there, okay? So who out here in the audience wants to meet Lily? Oh, my guys, have you heard it before? What's the reader? Alright, let's go. You jumped up straight away here. You've got like bananas and pineapples on your shirt. Screaming me, so stand for me. Alright, what I'm going to need you to do is reach into your wallet and pull me out a $5 note. Now, okay, this marking this note is very important as Lily doesn't know this person, so we've been training her to fly for an everyday object that just so happens to be $5. Did you get one? Perfect. Alright, and what I'm going to need you to do is a nice and small like a rectangle, is it? Perfect. Hold it out, you'll see 3 fingers. Just out to the side like my arm, if that's okay. Beautiful. Now I'm going to see if Lily wants to come on back. We're going to see if she can find that money. You ready? Yeah. Alright, now what I'm going to ask you to do is just move your hand up and down a little bit. When Lily takes flight, hold it nice and still. You can see it, Lily should see that note and know exactly where to fly. And thank you very much, everyone. That is Lily. You guys are my amazing hairstyle, Black 22. Oh, well done, Lily. What a little tip. Now it's time to meet some of Lily's best mates.
Check out our gorgeous native parrots. These cheeky birds are naturally very social in the wild and they have a very distinct call. If you keep your eyes and ears open, you might be lucky enough to see some of these amazing birds flying around Australia.
And now, in a moment, I'd love to introduce you all to our beautiful, colourful, hairy black mats of the bird world, our clever parrots and galahs. Our red-tailed black cockatoos are a part of one of Australia's most iconic species of bird called Australia.
Scrapper's slowly making his way out. With Scrapper's help, we're going to show you exactly what not to do around crocodiles. Myself and Laura, who's going to help me feed him, are going to make some pretty massive mistakes. So if you do the complete opposite of us, you'll be fine. You go up to North Australia, you might even be lucky enough to see a croc out there in the wild, but you can come back in one piece. Obviously that's what's most important, your safety, but also the crocodile safety. So Scrapper's about to pop out of the house system right now. Now, as he comes out and starts to swim through, he will act in time like a wild crocodile. So he's hunting and stalking from beneath the water surface. He's picking up on vibrations, so he can feel something as small as like a bandicoot walking around the water's edge. Feel those vibrations of their footsteps. So this is a mistake, but the biggest mistake people make, I guarantee there's probably someone doing this right now, standing hot, they want to cool down, they do this. They go in the water with the crocodile, maybe knee deep to get a better spot to have a fish. If not, right out in the middle, because it's stinking hot and they want to cool down. No idea, this massive crocodile is slowly making his way over. He's cunning, he's slow, he's unseen, he's creeping over, honing in on those vibrations, getting nice and keen, knows exactly where I am, so he can come over, he can get set up. Oh, how cool is that, hey? Do that massive strike, grab the food item, and it's all over. So he'll strike out for a couple of reasons. Obviously, we show that he can do it for food, but he'll also do it for territory. So if I move further away from him, but back closer to the water, come on big boy, and I jump back. I jump back in the water and start splashing around. Straight away, he spins around. He'll probably go back under into his hunt and stalk mode, and he will hope the silly animal or the silly zookeeper will stay right here for long enough so he can sneak on over, get set up, get poised, and do a massive strike. So if I go quiet here, I'm nervous. Look at the food. Jump up. Oh, pretty cool, eh? People always ask, are you nervous? 100%, yes. Every single time I come out here. Obviously, he does have those pretty big teeth in his head, but behind that is probably the scariest part about the crocodile's jaw pressure. He has more jaw pressure than any other animal on the planet. So it means that if he was to strike out there and I slipped over and he bit me mid-body, I would explode out both ends like a tube of toothpaste. So he's very good at catching his prey, he's very efficient at killing his prey. That's what makes him such an amazing predator. But he does a couple of form of strikes. So he does that form of strike there next to the water's edge, but he also does another form, which is called a tail walk. So Laura's going to show us this. So he's creeping on over, he's going to pop up underneath this tail walk ramp, and he's going to launch himself vertically straight up and out of the water. So he's locking onto the movement of the food overhanging the water. Once he knows it's in a great spot, he plants his feet, launches up, boom, plucks anything overhanging the water and pulls it in. So at this size, he'll be taking things like possums, cuscus, flying foxes, he's keen. But even like a bird that's flying too low the river system, he can lock onto that movement, pinpoint, launch up and pluck it mid-flight. So super precise. So he's planting his feet and he's building up that power in his tail. Nice. And you can imagine, like, he is way 300 kilos, and he's just using his tail to launch his body weight straight up. So he's purely using that big, strong, muscular tail that he uses to swim, that he uses to strike on land, to sometimes lift over half his body length straight up and out of the water. So you see right now he's still locking onto that movement, really movement orientated eyesight, so he can still see Laura's movement up the tail walk ramp, so he still thinks there's potential food overhanging the water. You can imagine up in Northern Australia, like the Melaleuca trees grow straight out of the river system, and they're perfect spots for the animals to roost, fruit bats to hang upside down, for possums to come into the low branches, and then you can learn those sort of patterns and behaviours of those animals coming down to the water. And then you can imagine a person climbing out on that really cool looking branch to get a better spot to fish. They can't fish very well, or they want to watch the sunset or do something nice over the water, and this crocodile has been waiting there for potentially months on end for this cuss or this flying fox to get in the perfect position, and all of a sudden this big hunk of meat climbs out and they dangle their legs down. You couldn't come on. All of a sudden there's easy feeds. He will strike up, he will pluck it, put him by the leg, put him in the water. So that's something you have to watch out for up in Northern Australia. But the other form of strike, as we mentioned, here on land, is where we can really put to test how fast a crocodile really is. So I've left this to the last so that Laura can test out his speed. So once he's locked onto that food and he comes out of the water, now keep in mind he's probably a little bit tired right now. He's done those 3 strikes already. He built up lactic acid super quickly. He might have been a bit faster on that first strike. But all he's trying to do right now is almost lull Laura into a false sense of security. He's still got his whole tail in the water, so he's still got all that strong muscular power where he can still launch a fair way out. So he's hoping that Laura just gets a little bit too close so he can, instead of getting a little piece of meat in the hand, he gets a slightly bigger piece of meat behind it. Do you want me to reset him? We'll give him another try, eh? So if I bring him back into the water, so even though he can still see Laura in front of him, if I again try to fall, go back into his territory, start splashing around again, gets a little bit more fired up, I'll bring him into here, have it right there. And this is pretty cool. This is like a really defensive strike. So he's more saying, get away from my water. He doesn't care too much about the food. He's probably pretty full. He's had a couple of pieces of food already. But this is more him saying, oh, here we go, locked on. Oh, give it up for him. So, 4 meters. So if you're 5 meters back, even the biggest crocodile ever recorded can't strike out, it can't grab you on that initial strike. The second rule is what Laura shows up here in the tail walk ramp. People have been taken by the tail walk method in the past. As I mentioned, people climb out, they dangle their legs down, and the crocodile can easily strike up, grab them on the leg, pull them in. So don't overhang the water. And then the third rule, and probably the most simple of the 3 rules, but it's the one that people seem to do every single day. It's the one that I broke in this demo today. Don't go in the water. Don't go swimming with crocodiles. It sounds pretty stupid to say, like no one in the right mind is going to jump in with a strapper and have a swim because you know he's there, you know he's dangerous. But people do it. They throw their towels over the signs that say, watch out, it's crocodiles, do not swim. And they jump in, they swing off rope swings, they splash around, have a good time. You know, a crocodile is an opportunistic hunter. His whole job in the ecosystem is to take out the sick and the weak and the unwise animals. So you start acting like a dying kangaroo in the water, he thinks, awesome, an easy feed, I'm going to come over, I'm going to take it out, I'm going to clean up my environment at the same time as getting a free feed, not realising it's a person trying to have a good time. He sees us no different than any other medium-sized mammal. We're the same as a kangaroo to him. He can eat things that are way bigger than us. He could probably eat a water buffalo if he wants to. So we have to be the smart of the 2 species like I think we are and avoid those couple of really simple spots where crocodiles are dangerous, and in turn, you don't come into conflict with a big mouth soldier just by strap us. And
that's cool.
Thank you.